So this is what happens when you try to make the game fun yourself. I have seen the truth. So ultimate modding is a thing now. People have been altering the game against the will of Nintendo and creating abominations like what you see on the screen now. Also, a small disclaimer at the previous advice of Aurum. If you see this Nintendo, this is all really elaborate video editing and Photoshop. No game alteration here. With the help of Ghost, I'm able to showcase some alterations to the game, big or small. And we typically go big. You can find a link to his channel below, where he showcases all kinds of different Smash mods. In other terms of big, Raid Shadow Legends does it all. Raid is a multi-platform, PC and mobile, turn-based, team-building RPG that allows you to collect champions and assemble your squad for single-player, PvP, bosses, dungeons, and more. I just summoned some new champions, Gravechill Killer and Marquez, and I've been sending them out on dungeon runs to get them ready for PvP. I've upgraded their armors and abilities, and I've gotta say, they're starting to look mighty nice. But depending on how this goes, I might jump back into the portal and do some summoning, just to see who else I can get. Raid Shadow Legends has a huge player base, and you can connect with tons of players from all over. You can even join them in the new Tag Arena mode, the next level of PvP battling. A 4 vs 4 gauntlet against other players in a series of 3 battles. Best 2 out of 3 wins. Basically, just normal PvP, but with an even bigger challenge and higher reward. Over 25 million downloads, 200,000 clans, an active Discord community of 87,000 members, and tons of different chats to get yourself going. So what are you waiting for? Download Raid Shadow Legends with the description links below. New players get 200,000 silver and the champion, Grinner, for free. You can find your extra rewards here in your inbox for the next 30 days after you sign up. And don't forget, you can find me at the in-game nickname, OHKO SSB. Just look for the little green guy in the corner. So back to whatever Luigi's doing. This mod lets Luigi always have a misfire ready. No, seriously, he is the misfire. Simply by walking into the opponent, Luigi can kill them through sheer willpower and determination. I can't believe that after all these years, the myth finally came true. Luigi can truly win by doing absolutely nothing. At any point, if Luigi makes contact with an enemy, you get some weird effects. Hitting being the most obvious, attacking and vulnerability will slow everything down by a lot, and then clashing with another Luigi will make your ears hurt. You're stuck like this forever, by the way. Can't move, can't attack, just sounds. Let's move on to something else. One of my personal favorites is a mod that randomly alters your size throughout a match. So naturally, we get to make Ridley is too big jokes again, because he's actually bigger than the stage itself. Almost life-size. Every time you do an attack or special animation, your character will change sizes.
Help.
He big. He small. He splatter you on the wall. What does this really do, though? Absolutely nothing. This mod just looks really funny, and there's really no other purpose to it. The hitbox sizes will change, along with the random swaps, letting a bunch of weird interactions take place. So sit back and enjoy a few funny clips. So you know how Brawl had random tripping, right? And how everyone found that annoying? So yeah, a mod exists for that, but what about a mod that just kills you whenever? Much more preferable. The random explosion mod is kind of like a really intense game of Russian roulette. Start the game normally, and then you could explode before the game even starts. Pretty much just play an entire match with constant anxiety of losing at any point. You can even die while respawning after just exploding. You never know what's gonna happen. To really spice things up, start a match with 8 players and see who's the last one standing. This wasn't actually planned. Somehow, even after having 8 players, Ghost and I were the last 2 on the stage, and it just kind of worked out. That's how random this is. Also, even if you win,
It's not an option.
you lose. Players can die at the win screen, for some reason. They just keep dropping like flies. Why would anyone want this mod? I don't know, but here it is, ready to ruin any and all fun you might have. Have you ever wanted to see Diddy throw a second banana?
No.
What about like 50 of them instead? Here's a mod that's only purpose is to throw a ton of bananas. just because. Diddy gets to throw out more than one banana, and they all do what the normal one does, but there's just more of them. Also, for some reason, if you pick up too many, or pick them up too fast, it's just permanently stuck in Diddy's hand. He can't throw it, or send out more peels. So really, you could just set up the ultimate ledge guard because there's like 50 peels on the screen at all times. Jigglypuff and Kirby are two characters that heavily benefit from jumping all over the stage. But why don't we just extend that and then just let them fly around as long as they want? This is the flight mod. By pressing your taunt buttons, you enable flight for each character. The need for jumping is gone, and you can freely float around the stage. Little Matt can finally fight in the air. Wave dashing becomes a thing for some reason, and the potential is limitless. Remember those videos about who can make the jump on Temple? Everyone can, I don't know what you're talking about, it's really easy to do. As you can see, we suck at using this. But imagine all of this stuff with people who actually know what they're doing with it. That would be pretty cool, right? This thing is actually really hard to control, please send some help. Remember Beyblades? Ganondorf was really into those. I have no idea why this exists, or why Ghost chose to make it, but if you hold up taunt with Ganondorf, he becomes a Beyblade that spins forever, and has a hurt box. This mod serves little purpose, but I guess you can take complete control of the stage, and ledge guard like a pro. I'm not really sure what else to show you, because what you see here is what you get. Ganondorf spins, and that's really the whole thing. So I'm gonna move on to Marth and his really stretchy hands. Perfectly replicating the melee atmosphere, Marth can grab someone from really far away. Like, really far. He can grab you through the wall, out of the air, and much more. Just like you remembered him back in 2001, he's back to his former glory to ruin every match by simply pressing a single button and outdoing all of your attacks. There's actually a certain distance this mod covers for some reason, and it won't always grab if you're outside of that range. And if Marth loses line of sight, he can't grab you at all.
You can't hit what you can't see.
This mod's fun, balanced, enjoyable. Totally doesn't ruin any amount of creativity or fun you can get, and instead just let someone sit there and hit grab over and over. Moving on to something more sporadic, how about random effects? Every time you hit or get hit, you have a high chance of getting a random effect, including death. You can trip, stun,
Oh no.
flower, whatever other characters or items can do, it can randomly happen. Death is the funniest, honestly. Or this double sleep.
I'm tired. Spaghetti. Ravioli.
So moves that multi-hit are the best to use, because you'll get the most amount of effects at once. Is that a good thing? Who knows? One of my favorite things to do was use Judge, because now you really don't know what's gonna happen. The numbers don't matter anymore. I got a 9, and it buried a guy. Then he threw a cross at me, so I died. There's a lot of fun and experimenting to do with this one, so it was really fun to just do whatever sounded cool. Now, have you ever chosen Link? No, specifically costume 2 Link, and wished your sword was bigger? Does this segue sound too convenient? Well, here's Link with a giant sword. It's exactly what you think it is. Hitboxes are bigger, Link attacks like normal, just everything is a lot more dangerous for the opponent. Also, the sword is big on the windscreen. This is comedy. One mod that a lot of people were interested in for some reason was the ability to use grabs in the air. Well, while we made that work, we also figured out we could do this instead, and honestly, this is the best thing to come out of this mod. So it's just as you'd imagine. You can grab people in the air, but this mod gets kinda glitchy with how it works. What? Doing the grab resets your jump, so you can infinitely jump. Tether grabs require you to attack and grab to actually work in the air, and sometimes it just doesn't work at all. And using certain grabs on someone who can tether, you can make them T-pose. Overall, a fun idea turned into an abomination. But at its core, you could still jump off the edge and grab someone to their death, so... Mission accomplished? For our final mod, we have Final Smashes on command. By pressing your up taunt, you do your character's final smash. No ball or meter required. You literally just do it. Are you getting hit? Use a final smash. Are you using a final smash? Use it again. Are you in the middle of someone's final smash? Use your own. At any point, even while respawning, you can use a final smash. This premise gets a little glitchy too, as with certain final smashes like Zelda and K. Rool, you can shrink people. Using Zelda's final smash and then using K. Rool's towards the end of it, he comes out all tiny and stuff. There's a lot to mess around with in this mod, but a lot of it boils down to just spamming up taunt as many times as possible, and seeing what happens. So these are some of the mods of Smash Ultimate. If you want to see more, or want to get some for yourself, head over to Ghost's channel, where he constantly creates different mods and showcases them for fun. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.